Wait, really? Wait, it's actually so easy to stream on YouTube or what? Well, we got chat here too. Okay. I didn't know. I've never streamed on YouTube before. Just like that, eh? So then I should be able to... We're learning, team. We're learning. We are learning how to stream. Okay, wait, we are live, okay. Interesting. We're learning, chat. Okay. Let him cook. Does everything sound good, boys? I can't tell. Does everything sound good? You're gonna hear some echo, I think. Does everything sound good? You're gonna hear some echo, I think. Does everything sound good? Okay. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Okay. Let me post this in the fucking Discord. Let me copy video URL. I gotta post this so we can get the maximum content. If people want my opinions, because I'd be out here getting the opinion. I have too much ego. My ego has gotten the best of me, team. Okay. Let me pull up some VODs then. Let me pull up some VODs. Oh, we also probably want music. But like, I don't want to use the same shit I be using. You know what I'm saying? Let me find some music. Let me find. Oh, bro, it's actually so scuffed, but like I wasn't ready for this. I'm not gonna shameless plug. I stream on Twitch. That's kind of my shit. Yeah, this is kind of positive. Positive. Oh, that's too positive for me. Hell no. Alright. Something like this. Hit that bitch on loop. Okay, you guys should be good to go then. We should be able to ball. If you know what I'm saying. Okay, perfect. Okay. Let's look at some fucking Pokemon, boys. Okay. I'm gonna send a cheeky smile in the Discord. Shameless. Alright, let me look at some of these replays. Alrighty. So, first things first. Match recording. Where was the shit? Alright. No, match record. Where's the replays? Where's the replays, guys? Yo, I can't find it. Match replays. Okay, let's get it. Okay. Sick. Alright. Hello. Yes, it's true. I am... Okay. Let's make sure my second monitor can actually be used. And let's talk about some stuff. Hello, hello, hello. I think we should be good to go. Alrighty. So, if we take a look over here at the squad, at the teams, we take a look at. We should be fine here. So let's talk about. We can do my game at the end because shameless plug. Go watch my video. I don't need to talk about Suicune's teams any more than I've already have. So yeah, there's a very in-depth video about that, so you can go check that out. Okay, so the first replay I see here is Lopunnies versus Kinsteins. Boom. How does this look? Do I gotta adjust the? I can change that. Nah, that's not good. Watch this live dimension editing. You guys ready? It's quite shiced. Alright. It's quite shiced, isn't it? Look at this live editing. You can tell I was not ready to stream today. Especially not on YouTube. Alrighty. Take my little camera. We'll put it up here. Boom. Sick. Alright. We'll ball in now. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, something like that. My live editing is pro gamer for sure. It's been a minute since I've done postcom. I'm not the biggest postcom guy. Okay, so this is the matchup. Let me show you guys the teams. Let me give you a real scene. Give me this. This is better. Alrighty. So if we zip over here. Oh, you guys can't even see yet. Okay. We'll just move my camera. Shameless plug right here because we can. And then we will take this and we will shift her over here so it's like this. Okay. Cool. Okay. So the first match we're gonna look at is Mr. Kinston, Mr. Kintin Marshadows, Kinstein Marshadows. Here with Dragapult, Corviknight, Hisuian Samurai, this roster, you see. And he's gonna play against Mary, the Lopunnies, which is Deoxys D, Roaring Moon, Annihilate. Very interesting team, right? So my first thought is I feel like Hisuian Samurai really goobs, completely destroys Mary's team. She's like pretty pronounced defensive mons, right? Blissey, Avalog, even Lantern's pretty defensive, right? Skarmory, Deoxys D, and Samurai kind of each through all of them, so that's really good. So I think SD Rot could go crazy. I think Spike's also very good against Mary's team. I think Dragapult also is very good against Mary's team. Like mixed Dragapult could go really hard, right? Really hard, I think. Like Dragon Darts and Hex and Wisp and stuff. I think it's very strong. What else is there? I think Glastrier is okay. I don't think it's bad. Avalok kind of cucks it though. And then Terra Steel, Flashfire, Colossal really walls Moth, which is nice, because I do think his team is pretty weak to Moth. If we look from the Mary side, Banded Roy Moon plus Moth is pretty good against his team. It's pretty hard for something like Pheasant Deputy to wall both. I think Pheasant Deputy will get overwhelmed pretty quickly. All it takes is one good protection from Roy Moon on like a EQ turn, and it's pretty hard to play, I think. Also, I think Webs could be kind of annoying for Kinstain, because I think Kinstain has to run Clear Body on Dragapult to dodge that. So, something to think about. And Spikes in general are pretty decent against Kinstain. I don't know if he wants to run Defog Corby this week, because Defog is like pretty punishable by Mary, right? With like Annihilate on the Defiant proc. So, that's kind of my first initial thoughts of the matchup. That's what I got. Alright. Boom. Dimensions. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's watch this game. This is gonna get shiced. We'll run normal speed. Oh my god. Amateur mistake? We've left the sound on. Amateur mistake. Okay, turn 1, U-turn, shiced. Good play. I mean, Azelf is actually pretty okay against this team too. If it's like Nasty plus Psyshock Azelf, I can see value in that as well. Okay, a lot of positioning. This is all fine. I think this is like... the fact that he gets 30% instantly on this fucking Toxic Chain is so lucky. But Annihilate is at plus 50 now, so he's at 100 base power Rage Fist, which his Ghost Resist is pretty bad, right? Like, there's no real Ghost Resist except for Arbaliva, but there's no way Arbaliva wants to come in on Ape, right? Okay, this is fine. Should be another U-turn, right? Oh, actually, Brave Bird's hard. I think Brave Bird's okay. Like, he's just scared of Annihilate doing stuff. We don't know anything about Annihilate. All we know is that it's no leftovers. That's all we know. So we don't know if it's Boots. We don't know if it's AV. We don't know if it's a Berry. We don't know if it's Punching Glove. We don't know anything. So, Brave Bird, to be consistent, is good. This is fine. It should be a Spike turn. Yeah, Spike turn on Scum is like obviously right, because like Spikes goob him, not gonna lie. Heatwave Miss is fine, but he also got the 30% poison insta off rip, so I'm not gonna complain about that. Into Acid Spray. Acid Spray is pretty cool. If this actually beats Blissey 1v1, it's actually really cool. Toxic's also nice, but it doesn't matter because of Heal Bell plus Natural Cure does show Heal Bell here, so now we know that for a fact. Pretty good. Should be a defog turn or what? No, it's okay. Because like the thing is like obviously he doesn't want to defog because it's Defiant, but like if these hazards continue to stay up, stuff like Dragapult and like if it's not Boost Colossal is a fucking goob issue. So it's Roar on Scum here, okay. I don't know if I like Roar on Scum. I think Roar on Scum is kind of bad, no? Because like it's good for DD on this guy, but body press plus attack move already beats it, right? Sorry, not body press, Iron Defense. Iron Defense plus like Brave Bird already beats it, so I don't love it. I think if this was like Roost, Body Press, Brave Bird, Iron Defense, like 2 attack Scum with like Roost and stuff, I think that'd be pretty good against Kinstan's team. I mean, just trying to whittle down the Fez, right? Because you need to whittle down Fez as fast as possible. Yeah, I mean, so far, like, basically fuck all has happened. They've played 13 turns and nothing's happened. The Fez is doing pretty good though to pressure Bliss here, because this should give a free turn basically because of soft boiled. I will say with the lack of Samo, without the lack of Samurott or a lack of another offensive like physical wall breaker, even Glastrier, right, would do it. Blissey kind of sits on this guy's whole team, and that feels like shit. Unless if this is like true, like if it's like Bandit Polt or something, right? But like if it's not Bandit Polt, I'm pretty sure this Mon just sits on his whole team, which is really frustrating. Maybe Physical Azelf could be similar, but like I doubt it's Physical Azelf. Because you kind of want Thunderbolt to try to KO, or Flamethrower to try to KO Scum, right? So, he doesn't really have a physical wall breaker, which is a pretty criminal action for playing against DOD. Usually Annihilate is Spadef because he wants to run bulk up, and then Blissey, the Goob special tank. So this is kind of grief, I think. Plus Roy Moon always has good Spadef, right? So It's kind of a prep. It's kind of a fuck up on prep, I think. Not having a physical wall. Even if Samu was banded, which I know he was talking to me the last week about, um, it was really good. This is a crazy turn, by the way. What? What? Okay, well, what's happening? Okay, this turn is shiced, by the way. Okay, so he defogs, really cool. Then Colossals. She media beams hard on Colossal. This is crazy play. This is goob wow. Wow, this is very cool. Because as we saw in the previous in the matchup, this can be Terra Steel. Terra Steel will flash fire, walls the shit as soon as he gets the Terra off. But she's just making the big dick play, calling the read, playing aggressively, just trying to punish the Colossal switch before she gets the Terra turn. That's heinous. Like, that is... Wow. I mean, that is like some exquisite play. Like, this is like some amazing prep by her, actually. This is really good. This is like insanely good. U-turn. Okay, wait. I just choked it. I always fucking mess up the turns in these. Whatever, no one cares. Iron Moth comes in, nice. Okay. Dies. Okay. So off rip here, I don't know if Azov is the best play, yeah. He doesn't have a lot of things to kill this. So I think Azov is the only thing he can go into. If he's nasty plot his elf, this is where I would try to nasty plot up, because I feel like if Blissey comes in, then Blissey comes in, and then we just try to Psyshock and punish, because we know that it's most likely not Thunder Wave last move, right? Because it should be Seismic Toss, or it should be maybe a Ice Beam or something to break Dragapult sub. Yeah, it's interesting. But even if it is a roll to kill, like you say, like, it's still doing so much damage to you, right? Like, she's just gonna click a move after and kill you. So I don't like the fact that she just calls you off rip is impressive to me. It's not about whether it kills or not. The fact that now she has a +1 moth in your face is a huge issue. And that's ill of all the Terra situations, I think. So that's fine. Yo, give me the timestamps in this bitch. So yeah, that's cool. Anyway, yeah, I think like this is a nice situation of like if you don't this is the only thing that can kill this is Azelf. And it has to be Psyshock to kill, I assume. Maybe not. I guess I could run the calc, but like this is the only thing, so I guess you have to go in here. I think you U-turn trying to catch the Bliss, which is like fine. And then this shows weakness policy, which is very scary. You U-turn again, trying to fish for a 30%, which I think is a misplay. I don't think you should just fish for 30%. I think you need to go to pull and just try to like break as fast as possible, because we don't know what this is. If I see weakness policy, I'm kind of thinking stored power, but I'm not thinking like Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, Cycle Boost, offensive DOD into my Dragapult. And at this point, like, you need to try to get Dragapult in on a turn anyway, I think, because Dragapult's your biggest mon to progress the game, in my opinion. Anyway, DOD agility's up, which is such a scary thing to do, into Cosmic Power. At this point, I feel like the game is lost, no? Like, how can you win? And then yeah, she shows this. She shows stored power, which is very crazy. Are you Scarf Pult? No way. This thing's just goob slow, right? You just don't speed anyway. Okay, so you actually get out of this situation pretty okay, yeah. Like, considering that like this thing was plus a billion with stored power that one shot your whole team, it's pretty good. You got out of this situation nicely. Oh, you were Scarf Pult. Okay, I don't love Scarf Pult, dog. I like Mixed Pult better. But anyway, I think Scarf Pult falls into the problem of like Blissey walls it, and then your whole team gets walled by Blizz. So, but okay. I mean, this explains why you outspeed. Yeah, but if your games come down to rolls, there's probably a bigger problem before the roll happens. This is fine. Like, again, Blissey still kind of is AFK, right? Like, Blissey basically just gets to soak damage and you get to like try to do stuff. She gets rocks here, yeah. And at this point, I feel like the game is like lost. It's pretty hard for you to play. Defog, that's a nice defog turn. Imagine if she went to Annihilate this turn, by the way. I mean, I think she's offensive ape, right? We can kind of tell by U-turn. Maybe she's AV, but 5e dance +1. If this is Psychic Moth, I feel like this is also very good, but it's also like probably not Psychic Moth because it needs Dazzle to hit the dragon type. What is it called? Dragapult. So Psyshock is fine. So this is Psyshock, which makes a lot of sense. T-Bolt. Yeah, at this point Annihilate gets a kill, right? U-turn. Okay, so it is Scuff Ape. I for sure wouldn't have... I would have not put a lot of stock in Scuff Ape if I played this game out. Hyper Voice, good switch. Yeah, she plays so confidently. Like, you can tell that she just, like... She has a plan and she's sticking to it, which I can respect. She played pretty well this game. She played really well this game, actually. Yeah. No, this game's pretty over. Like, between DoD basically claiming 2 mons, her making an excellent Iron Moth play on your Colossal, like, it's pretty hard because you've lost most of your breaking power between Dragapult and Azelf. She played this game really well though. Like, it's a nice statement for her coming up from Kalos, our lower division. She just came up and completely fisted them. Wow, she played really well. Good for her. Alright, next up, what do we got? We got Scizors versus the Valiantes. Okay, Scizor versus Valiants. Let's make sure all this shit is muted. Dark mode, hell yeah, brother. Aight. So, we have Iron Treads and other guys. So, let me swap some stuff up here. This is pretty bad, but whatever. You guys will get the job done. Alrighty. So if we look at his team, oh, this is very nice. It's exactly here. I'll show you. Is it scuffed or what? It's scuffed as fuck. Okay. Like how I just went through all of my stuff. Here, I'll show you. And we go over here. Okay, so we're playing. So we're looking at teams 9 and 10 here. As you can see, they got one hell of a team. Both of them do. So the whole Gorging Fire and Namor's Golden Golfin is really strong. Very nice offensive fire, Dragon Fairy Steel Core with an incredible Terra Captain and Hisuian Electrode. Plus he has some like nice pivot slash like temporary tanky mons to create momentum with like Crocodile with Intimidate, and then the newly buffed Flip Turn on Tentacruel as well. And then he has Quag, so no one can set up and do some cheeky shit. And then his other Terra Captain and Basket Legion is also pretty good. So his team's pretty decent. It's a very good offensive team with like a couple pivots, but mostly offense. Like he basically has his priorities running it over his turns right. And number 10 over here, Mr. Void here. Spectria Iron Boulder is crazy, huge damage. Like these monsters do a lot of damage. Archaladon is a good glue piece. Clefable's a good glue piece. He has 2 spinners. Like it's pretty good. And he has webs too, which is nice. So, my initial thought when I look at this matchup is Mr. Number 9 is very weak to Spectria. Spectria really fists this guy. I think the best course of action against Spectria, because the problem with Spectria is that this mon with Draining Kiss, because it can punish Dark types very effectively. So I think what he needs to do is run AV Crook, because then he can basically be +2, +3 Spectria, no problem. And then he can always break a potential Spectria sub with even if he's burned. So I think that's good. I think Tentacruel also is a cool check to spec if you have like knockoff on Tentacruel. So you could again always break a sub. Draining Kiss with Liquid Ooze will actually hurt the Spectria, so that's very good as well. Again, I think it'll come to some 50-50s between Tentacruel and Crook as a combo to try to punish the Spectria at maximum value, but I think it's possible. I think Terra Ice Electrode is pretty good this game. I think Enamorus is very good this game. Only Amoonguss can really switch into Enam, so I think I think with enough support, an Emrys could do well. And then Gouging Fire completely eats number 10, Mr. Void's team here. Completely devours it. Scrumptious, delicious, yummy. Like, bro goes to the buffet at Golden Corral and then comes back for seconds. Like, guy is devouring everything. So, I think that's very good. Okay, someone be pinning me on Discord. Yeah, so that's what I think. I think they basically have two very good offensive threats, but I think Void's team has better Galumons that provide some kind of chip offensive pressure to set up for the Spectria KO, to set up for the boost to speed up, both the like later game sweep, right? Plus webs, which is just such a nuisance. I will say Galarian Zapdos looks pretty good. Like if he's like sub bulk up Galarian Zapdos and he can like punish a Moongus or something, I don't really know. I don't know what you would set up on, but it could be good. Like the fighting flying coverage is extremely good this game, except for Clefable. But Fizdef Clefable, if that gets weakened, then like Gouging Fire can punish very heavily. This is very interesting. This is like very interesting team. Both nice offensive. Like you can tell they just want to play their game plan out as much as possible, and then late game come in and sweep. So that's the vibe we're on. That's the vibes. Let me swap over here. So as you can see, they brought pretty much everything you would think they would bring. I'm surprised we see Cress. I don't think Cress is amazing in this game, but I guess it's good against what is it called? Flygon specifically. Yeah, I think it's fine. Tentacruel is good against like Shell Smash, Blastoise, and shit. Okay, I can see this. I think the first mission for Mr. Fire Ant here is for sure. We need to figure out if this Clefable is unaware, if it's Magic Guard, like what ability is it, because we need to know how quickly can Gouging Fire set up and sweep. So we all know he's going to probably lead off with Galvantula because Galvantula is very good and is obviously just a Websmon. So we'll see what he leads off with. I'm curious to see how this game goes. Yep, this is fine. Crocodile off rip. So immediately we see no Intimidates. Obviously, immediately I think this is scuffed, right? Because of Moxie, right? Maybe it's banded or some shit, I don't know. Not what I would have brought, but okay, interesting. And then he just completely leads Crook off rip, and then shows on turn 2 that he's scuffed, and he lives the Bug Buzz. Okay. This is very cool. Because now Crocodile is +1, he goes on the Boulder for the speed. Oh, this is very weird. This is very interesting. He's opted not to have a later game appearance with Boulder. In his pop his speed now to outspeed. For me, I would just go into like my unaware Clef and then just kill them. If this is Fizdef Clef, even if it's a Magic Guard Clef, like it still wins, right? Because he's locked into knockoff, right? He still wins this exchange, and maybe he can fish for rocks or something. I am surprised he just blows his booster like this. This is very, very interesting. Rocky Helmet Crest, oh that's really cool to be Boulder. You Shadow Ball or what? T-Wave? Ah, pretty good. Might as well be the same thing. Okay, so at this point Boulder's pretty neutered, to be honest. It's not that big of a threat. The webs are the biggest nuisance here, but honestly trading Crest for Boulder is, I don't think awful. Okay, Thunderous Kick is fine, comes in. So this tells me that it's probably not choiced if it's Thunderous Kick. Okay, so it's U-turn. So it makes me think it's not bulk up either, because why would you run U-turn bulk up? Doesn't make sense, in my opinion. So this should be a free spin turn for Mr. Tentacruel. Actually goes for knockoff, but he does have knockoff, so that does show us that the spec cannot set up on this guy for free. So that's good. This is interesting. The fact that he takes turn 11 to spin in front of Flygon, because like Flygon, if just DD's in your face, and now like, what is your switching? Unless if you're Balloon Golden Go, but I think if this is not AV Crook, then this has to be Ghostberry, because like Spectria will like fist your team. I'm so scared of Spectria, like actually, on this guy's team. Yeah. So I think Spin is like, it's very aggressive, and that makes me think that Gouging Fire is not Boots, so maybe it's Booster, maybe. I don't know, but I'm very scared of this. Unless if this is like Scarf Gorging Fire or something, and then he's just gonna try to like Flare Blitz the whole game, even though he has Blastoise. So, we'll find out. So Spin's interesting. This is a very good position for Void because he has Flagon. Into Terra Fairy, very cool, very cool. Into Gouging Fire. Speed, attack, it's boosted attack. Wow, he lives. Okay, he lives in the Heat Crash, gets a kill. Big. I'm not gonna cap you. I'm not gonna cap. If I knew I lived, I am 100% of the time clicking DD. If he doesn't know he lives, then I totally understand. Just wanted to KO the Flagon that was kind of running his team. So, but if he knew, then yeah, I think he should have set up and just completely gooped him. But he did not. Okay. Spectria is in. So he goes to Crook here. Does that mean it's not Ghost Berry or what? Because like to me it's like you go for this play. If not kills, I understand. Even though technically this could be Scarf Spectria technically, because we haven't seen a Scarf yet. So I think if you're Ghost Berry on Golden Go, you should just go to it. Or if you're AV Golden Go or some shit, I would just go to it. I think he could also make a double into Golden Go with Nasty Plot and then try to win as well. But if he knows he lives a singular Shadow Ball from Spec. Well, interesting. So he does have Nasty Plot. So I think he should have just doubled. He should have doubled the previous turn on turn 18? 17? Yeah. Wait, no, I don't fucking... Whatever. Double on the Spectrier turn. Whatever. Okay, so he's EQ, which does like no damage actually. Holy shit. No damage. Okay. I don't like this Nasty Plot. The first Nasty Plot is good, I think, because like it's gonna help us kill Blastoise. We don't know what kind of Blastoise this is. Okay. Totally fine, I'm with it. We see EQ do 40%. So I don't know if you're Fizdef, I don't know if you're max HP, I don't know what you are, but you are tanky. So I'm just recovering. I'm trying to recover to a point where like we get the maximum value out of the recover turn, if that makes sense. We have the maximum amount of HP left, and then I'm trying to kill this thing with the maximum of I'm trying to kill Blastoise, so I'm left with the maximum amount of HP that I can have. So if I do somehow with some tech live a Shadow Ball, we can win. But the second Nasty Plot is just makes him take an extra 40% chip, right? 35% chip from Earthquake for a minimal reason. As you can see, he's technically gaining HP out of these turns based off rolls. And he just... So then he Shadow Balls and gets insta crits. Where like to me, I feel like he has no use for his recovers. Like he could play this out 2 or 3 more turns easily. I think you could probably go all the way to 5 on your PP. And then try to win. I don't know if that crit matters. If probably not, because it's +4. If it's +2, the crit will probably matter. But at this point, he probably dies, right? Even if he is the berry, right? Even if he's the berry, he dies, right? Because it's Spectre at 145 attack. Yeah. And he is the berry, so I don't know. I feel like this game... he goes for Gunk Shot to try to make the prediction. That's crazy. But also, doesn't matter. Okay, so I feel like this game could have been won by Mr. Valiant, Mr. Fire Ant here, because like... But he just needed to, he needed to play more aggressive, and he needed to try to use his tech offensively, right? Like, imagine if Spectria comes in, let's say you kill something as Golden Go, right? Because you're tanky, you come in, you get a kill. Then he goes into Spectria trying to kill you. That's when you use your tech offensively, and you try to kill the Spectria when you eat the berry, right? Like, you try to trade, so... Kind of mismanaged here. Little sad, sad. I think this matchup was like very doable for Fire Ant, but I think he just had to have more confident prep, I think, and to use his prep more confidently. Meanwhile, this guy just pulls up a Spectria, broken ass Mon. So that's my opinion, though. But yeah, that was. I mean, it's good to see that Void played that well. Okay, so what do we got next? Chestnut versus Klefki's. A certified hood classic. Okay, this will be a banger. Okay, be a hood classic for real, for real. Tuesday. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can change the dimensions to fit both of them in. My first thought is no. It's pretty close. Okay. Okay. Update. I have a better idea. Okay. Update. We're using snippet tool because I'm a gangster. And then we're gonna pull up like this. But this is some gamers. I'm pulling up with the true strategy. When I say true strategy, I mean okay. Actually, this is better, I think. Okay, this is very scuffed, but this is the content you guys came to watch me struggle on YouTube, how to stream on YouTube first time. Okay, so Mr. Orange's team, Great Tusk, Deal Speed, 20, Yuxi, some shenanigans, and then some interesting Terra captains at the bottom. Mr. Greedent, he's on the come up. Meanwhile, we have Sneasler, Blood Moon, Rillaboom, Latias. Yes, Mr. Chestnuts, yes. So a very reasonable team, I think. Pretty good. So, yeah, I think off rip we can clearly see that Mr. Chestnuts has minimal switch-ins to Deoxys Speed. If this is offensive Dio Speed, whether that's a Psycho Boost set or a Life Orb set or whatever it may be, like I think an offensive Dio Speed is pretty good. With the exception of Manabuzz, like Spidef Manabuzz probably takes Ice Beam okay. Okay as in like 45, probably a roll to kill on 2. That's what I think. I don't know, haven't run the calcs, but that's my thought. I think Rillaboom, because Banded Rillaboom is so much of a goob, I think there will be a lot of prep for Banded Rillaboom, like Max HP Taunt for example. Oh, and like Terra Poison on Persian from Mr. Klefkeys. But I do think SD Rillaboom in general is very strong. I think SD Rillaboom is good because like the ability to do SD into Grassy Glide things that are faster is strong, and then high horsepower, right? Yeah, high horsepower is also strong because it's gonna let you do more damage to Persian and then also like Tinkaton and like other things, right? So I think that's good too. Plus knock value or maybe U-turn last slot is also very gonna be fine. So anyway, as I think Bandit's playable, it's just not great. It's worse, I think. I think Laddie's also very good. I think like the only thing stopping Laddie from setting up and sweeping is Tink. I think Tink and Haze / Dragon Tail on Milo. So something to think about. Yeah, I mean maybe he's weak to Drifblim a little bit, like offensive Drifblim, like Terra Fairy maybe. But that's like those are kind of my initial thoughts. I don't think Ogerpon can really SD up this game because of Mandibuzz, Drifblim, Sneasler. I do think Sneasler as a whole is pretty strong, but I think like Terra Fairy, Persian, like having 2 poison types with Terra Poison, Persian and stuff is a problem. Plus Greedent. For some reason Greedent Terra Ghost also walls it, so yeah. I mean Blood Moon does go crazy. If you can whittle down Milotic, really put Milotic in suboptimal conditions, I think something like Blood Moon can get the cooking for real. But other than that, I think it's basically how much value does Great Tusk get, how much value does DOSP get, compared to how does Blood Moon work. How much value do you get out of Blood Moon in this game? That's kind of what I think. But yeah, other than that, I think we're schmoving. Oh, let's get a snippet tool out of here. Bow bow now. Down now. Alrighty, so as you can see, one guy pulled up with a Gen 5X Paldea. No. One guy pulled up with Gen 5X Legends Arceus team. And the other guy pulled up with the Deoxys Speed. So, we'll see how this goes. I think, based off the 6 we see from each side, what do I think? I think Laddie, again, can do it. I think Sneasel is pretty hard to play. I think Blood Moon still looks really good. I think Speed still looks very good for the other opponent as well. So it's kind of the battle of which two Ubermons can get the most value. Alrighty. So we just really good lead for Chestnuts actually. Into instant Woodhammer is crazy, by the way. Wow, that guy does not care. Okay, nice. I think this is fine. I think you could also go for Knock here, but obviously it's Protect. Protect's interesting. Trying to use Grassy Terrain against him, just in general to get HP. But he just showed to be Flame Orb. I don't know if I like that. I think Marvel Skill's not bad, but there's no way I look at his team and say, yeah, he's weak to Sneasel. You know, like between Tusk and Terra. I assume this is Terra, right there. Like, how are you weak to this mon? So why are you? You know, why are you plus? Doesn't make sense. Why are you plus defense, right, for Flame Orb? I don't know if I like that, but let's see. Straight into Tank, into Woodhammer, 64% Goob damage. Nice. Honestly, I think I just stay in as Rillaboom and click it again, because like there's no switch in, right? Nice. But he's Protect on this guy too, so he kind of gets back to full HP. But don't you just click this again? Into Ogerpon. Okay, Ogerpon goobed. Into Mandibuzz, this is fine. Okay. So it's Synthesis on Ogerpon, interesting. Taunt into Volt Switch. Into U-Turn. It's probably Boots Mandy. Okay. All this is very cool. Shows to be Terra Poison. Very cool. Knock to get the boots off. Very nice. Into Toxic. That's a rough turn. I think the best thing for Mandibuzz to do is like U-Turn. Or Foul Play? Probably just U-Turn, right? U-Turn is so... It's so free. Even if he's not Terra Poison here, there's nothing stopping him from going to Tinkaton, right? Even if he's not Foul Play and he's knocked this game, like, it's still fine. He goes into Tink anyway. Air Slash. I don't know how I feel about Air Slash. You think Air Slash is good? What does Air Slash hits? It hits Tusk harder, but I feel like if Mandibuzz has Toxic, which it does, it beats Tusk 1v1 either way. So maybe he's just get a bulk up Tusk. I don't know. Air Slash is like whatever for this. I guess technically it hits a Alolan Potion harder because Fur Coat is only the defense stat, right? But I don't know. I'm not thrilled with the Air Slash Mandibuzz. I think Knockoff is fine too. Ooh, there's so Trick. That's cool. Trick on Rotom here. Scarf. It is Scarf, okay. I was gonna say Scarf for Specs, but that's fine. Into U-Turn. Well, at this point, I feel like this is really good conditions, right? Because Mandibuzz is half HP, and Dio Speed can still do Dio Speed thins. Exactly. Okay, we're on the same page. Poggers. Into Ice Beam, big damage. No Life Orb, so, okay. It is offensive. Rotom, I would assume, with Trick. So that's why it makes me think like. I think 18 is a lot of damage for it. I don't think Ice Beam is enough damage to say, hey, that's specs, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Considering that this may be like no bulk Rotom, which I don't know if that is, but like, you know what I'm saying? Hydro, into U-Turn. Oh, good pawn. Okay. Into Psychic. Okay, very cool. I'm sorry. Why did Dio's speed switch out? Is it specs? I don't understand. Is it specs? It shows how it shouldn't be Scarf. Scarf Dio speed to outspeed the Unburdened proc. You know what I mean? Like, no way, right? So it has to be specs, right? If he's gonna play like that, because to me, doesn't he just Ice Beam here and kill him? This is all fine. There's a lot of dead space in these games, you know, this week. Everyone's playing a little safe, bringing the bulkier, supportive mons, buying a lot of time. Or trying to buy time in the game to think, I guess. Alright. I think this is okay game. I think this game state is okay. It's not super great because he's down 5-6, right? As Chestnut, but this positioning I think is okay, no? Because I guess I think between like Moonlight and Calm Mind, he should be able to set up on this, right? We know it's Protect, it's probably Recover, so it's Recover, Protect, Water move, and then Phasey move, right? I would assume that is the case, unless if it's an Ice move trying to hit Rillaboom. In the Mana Buzz, so we see Flip Turn. Okay, so it's Flip Turn, Scald, Recover. Or he's like Haze, no Scald. Like, I feel like these Milotic slots are getting kind of slim to deal with something like Blood Moon. Into Laddie. Laddie's nice. Because remember, we said at the pre-game matchup, I said, yeah, if Tinkaton gets low enough, like Laddie can put in some work. So it's T-Wave Laddie. I don't like T-Wave Laddie. I don't like. What does it do? I thought Calm Mind Laddie would be better because they could check DO speed and stuff. Earth Power, pretty big. We know it's not competitive, so if he gets the drop, it's nothing but stonks from Mr. Ursaluna. It is Recover. So what's his last move? Is it an offensive move? Is it Haze? Surely it should be an offensive move, right? But then I feel like you're weak to Rillaboom. Miss Ball. I don't like Miss Ball, especially if you're like a supportive set with Thunderwave, because you only have 8 PP. So like, don't you just get goobed? Yeah. Alright. Keep a plugin. Keep a plugin. So this is all fine. Okay. So at this point, this is where I think the most draft aspect of the game comes in. Mr. Winnie the Voodoo. If you're like, the only way this exchanges goob value for Blood Moon is if it's Chople, right? It's the only way. And to be honest, considering this mon is, I assume this is Fizz Def, and then this is support, like, I don't hate the idea of Chople. If this is Chople, he'll stay in here, I think. If he's not Chople, he's going to Laddie, which I guess is a bait for Knock, right? So I guess Knock from Tusk here is like goob value either way. If he lives one Blood Moon no matter what. Okay, so he stays in. So this makes you think it's Chople, a goob amount. Okay. So this comes in. This should be a Calm Mind turn. Very nice. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Now his last move is either a phase move or it's Scald and it's useless. And he's just fishing for bends. He is faster with Haze, okay. Into Blood Moon again. So, but if this is the case, I actually feel good about this situation, because Milo has to stay in and spam Recover and Protect. So now I feel like I can just leverage my Calm Mind PP and try to I can actually break Milo with this mon. Because even if Milo gets a Protect turn and it gets it wrong, and this is like a +1 or +2 Blood Moon, she has to Haze the following turn. Not to mention Earth Power drops. If Earth Power gets a drop, the game is like, this situation is completely fucked for Orange, for Mr. Klefkes, right? It's completely fucked. Like, it's unplayable. So we'll keep her going, yeah. This is fine. Okay, so he decides to go for Earth Power turns. He gets the instant but F drop. Shiest. Recover. I think you should Calm Mind this turn. I don't like this play. I don't like this play because basically I think, first of all, I think I think Orange can Protect this turn if Milo protects this turn, and you Calm Mind, you get the maximum value. But if he protects New Blood Moon, you're just down a Blood Moon. Like, you know what I mean? I think you should have protected this turn. So I think it's actually a misplay for Milo, and I think either way, Blood Moon should have been able to capitalize on this better. Flip turn. Okay, so Milo's really weak though. Very much weakened. Earth Power is cool. Defiant Boost. That Splash drop is actually really sad for him because the boost is bad. Okay, well, the Parathin works out. Defog works out. It's not Tom Mandibuzz. Just go for Air Slash on Flinch or what? Rillaboom off Rip. Okay, so we know it's banded based off the earlier damage. This is, but like, you see what I mean? This is like kind of a game state now where like Ogerpon's weekend, Milo, I guess, wants to spam Haze against you. I guess this is still existing. So even SD's a little hard, but SD, Stomping Tantrum, or whatever it is, SD plus Grand Move, actually has really good coverage here. So like when I set up a SD Rillaboom, my point still stands. He still Woodhammers here. Okay, so I think at this point, he shows Woodhammer on the Protect. Now he has to double. He needs to double to make some crazy play trying to catch a Alolan Persian. I don't know what that means, but he probably has to do it. Honestly, 36% still pretty good damage considering it's a resist, right? Plus Fur Coat. But like Rocky Helmet and shit. And this Grassy Terrain is working overtime for Klefki's with the Persian, right? Like he's really, like with Protect and stuff, he's really using the Grassy Terrain against him. So he goes for Ice Beam, kills the guy. This is fine. T-Wave, already parried, very cool. This is like really boring, to be honest. Like at this point, I feel like the only way that we can win is if it's Blood Moon. So Blood Moon should Earth Power this turn. Calm Mind. Bro, this Calm Mind turn is so scary. If he just stays in and sacks his Mon, which admittedly could be a misplay, because if this was set up Laddie, it would be bad. But we know it's not set up Laddie because of its move, so I feel like this sack is not awful then. If he just Encores here, into just, like, could easily be punished. But instead, he doesn't want to punish. He's playing for the 6-0, I guess, and he goes into Milo. So I would just Earth Power here, because we need to fish for drops, right? Yep, good assessment. I would Calm Mind here. Earth Power I think is fine too, but I think Calm Mind's fine. Like I just want to burn PP. Still fishing. No, good Calm Mind. Bro, imagine if this thing wasn't burnt by the way as Milo. Like imagine it would just be at full HP all the time. Bow bow. Let's guess Sax here. It's pretty good. So this thing comes in. Okay. It's Specs. Rillaboom Sack. CM. So it's not Specs. So you're telling me on turn 4 or whatever, he could have just killed Mandibuzz. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. That's crazy. Grassy Glide. Goob damage. Yeah, it's Jova, kiddos. It's kind of boring, to be honest. Because now it's like, how can you win, right? He's going to Calm Mind into double Ice Beam now, right? Ice Beam, does he have Taunt? No, he doesn't even need to. It's just, I guess, Expert Bow. Because it's not Life Orb. So. Yeah, this is kind of Jova, isn't it? Sneasel is in. Okay. So all Tinkertuff has to do is click Encore or T-Wave or whatever the support. Yeah, is Encore. Like, Tink dying here is perfectly fine, so he doesn't care if like this stuff goes down. So at this point, he can't win. Wow. Okay, so this guy got goobed actually by Dio, which again is a kind of a matchup thing. Like I kind of looked at it and we kind of addressed that, diagnosed that in the beginning as well. Well, there's a lot of potential here for Blood Moon to do damage back, but they both live on 4, and then Bo's gonna get changed up. What up, Soaring? Hello, hello. Yes, I'm here. I am streaming out of spite, just because Klefki's, you know, on that guy. Yes. Stream. Yeah, I usually stream on Twitch, so I had to like reconfigure everything. But you know, when you're a hater, you find a way. Yeah, I don't know. This game was kind of fucking lame though, to be honest. Like, I mean, it was good for the first like 25 turns, 30 turns, and then I feel like it dragged out after because like basically there's a bunch of 50-50s with Blood Moon that we had to fish for. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm recapping the week. I'm seeing what's happening. I didn't watch my game because I have a fat ass video that you guys should just go watch. So, but other than that, yeah, we're making our way through the chat here in Discord in the replay files. We got 3 more to go. Alrighty, next up we got Mr. New York Malamars versus someone that I'm not even gonna act like I know their name. So we'll just find them on the dock. Alrighty, make sure we put all this shit to mute. Dock mode, sick. Alrighty. So we have Fix versus this guy's team. Okay, I'll show you guys. Here, look. I'll show you guys. This guy's team is crazy strong. I don't know how he got this team, but he did. He's the GOAT. Okay, so we're talking about, if we go over here, hello, it's me. Alright, so we're talking about Fix here, Chien-Pao, Tin-Lu, Cinderace, pretty good mons, right? Not bad. You're like, wow, this guy, he's really cooking. He has some unique mons, pretty good power level. Then you pull up to this guy, he said, actually, I'm the best player in the world. He has Valiant, Bax, Slowking, like he got some hard hitters. He got nothing but hitters, for real. So we'll find out what happens here. So my initial thoughts, let me give you some breakdowns here. So I think Chien-Pao completely goobs Zaz team. I'm not gonna lie. This guy gets completely goobed because Incineroar gets goobed by Sacred Sword because it bypasses Intimidates. And as soon as Incineroar tears into one of its typings, the non-resisted stab from Chien-Pao will do good damage, right? So Primarina ends up being this like pseudo check, or like the only nice resist he has in Chien-Pao, which admittedly maybe Fizdef is okay with double intimidate. He can with double intimidate, maybe he can use it to facilitate this, right? Tin-Lu is a Goobmon, we all know it, so good. Tin-Lu's very good. But yeah, I think he's just like Tin-Lu's a good hazard mon in this game. It makes Regieleki's life hell, so that's cool. Cinderace is always good. Does he have a screen set on his team? Not a fantastic one, so I don't really know what Articuno's gonna do this game. On the opposite side though, Mr. Valiant Bax Giga Team, he has I think a pretty good matchup. I think this is in his favor. I think number 11 Zah here has a way better, I think if I was gonna give this a number, I would say this is like a 52-53 matchup for him. Like this is like a pretty significant margin. Because like Valiant completely shits on this guy's team. Like Valiant with like a fighting move into like psychic move for Okidogi with like poison jab, completely goobs this guy's team. Like this is very hard for Valiant to switch into. And Bax is similar. Like if Bax is SD, Icicle Spear, Scale Shot, EQ, the only thing that really stops Bax here is like Shuka and Empoleon. And every time I see Empoleon versus Bax in draft, I always see Shuka and Empoleon, Fizdef Impo. And I mean, it does a good job, right? With Roar and Flash Cannon, you can always punish the Bax. But this is the only thing that's really gating Bax from this, right? Galarian Slowking is nice. It's just going to soak a bunch of hits. Like Fizdef, Glowking's really good here. Probably Scarf Lando. I think Scarf Lando's pretty nice as well here. Like, it's a nice breaker. You get to spam U-turn. But that's kind of my first thoughts. Bax, Valiant, insanely good offensive core. And to this guy's kind of lackluster core of, like, Florges, Imp, Tin. Like, it's pretty easy to break. It's pretty easy to overwhelm with these hard hitters. Okay, cool. We have discussed. Now let's get on to the game. Alrighty. So, pretty powerful teams, to be honest. Like, yeah, let me swap sides real quick. Boom, just like that. Try to relive my season 2 days on the backside. Alrighty. So off rip, we see Lando. Do we just trade rocks or what? I think U-turn's also a very fine play here for Landorus. I don't know why we would ever go Chien-Pao off rip. This seems like borderline troll. Yeah, Okay, so Landers just completely headshots Chiampao. I mean, I think this Chiampao switch is pretty shit. Like, I don't know why you would do this. U-turn's very reasonable. Rocks is very good. Like, I don't know why we would ever opt for this. Alrighty. Full switch, Nogi Dogi, whatever. I mean, I don't know. But, like, I don't understand. See, I just did it again, boys. I'm so bad, my right? So we headshot Chiampao off it. Cool. Into Regieleki. Boom. Priority is passed over to Fix. Now he gets to see this Mon and go into a Mon. Why are we not going to Tinlu? If he just goes into Tinlu, he gets rocks up immediately. Goob value. And instead he goes Ogi Dogi. What's happening in this game? This doesn't seem good. 30%. I don't even know what that means. Drain Punch does no damage. You should at least go for knockoff if you're gonna make this play, in my opinion. Articuno looks very nice, shiny. This is not AV now, we see because he's toxic. Should just be a chilly reception. Actually, psychic noise, interesting. Okay. Chilly reception out, very cool. In the backs. So this is where things get a little messy because he doesn't have Empoleon. This has to be Fizzdeath Florges. That's the only thing stopping backs from winning. What's stopping back from SD in this turn and just winning the game? So he's actually DD. Okay. I don't think he needs DD this game, but it's fine. Icicle Crash into Insta Flinch. Okay. So the reason I said to bring like Icicle Spear loaded dice was because like it would do way more damage to Florges, right? To Fizzdeath Florges. The fact that he gets the flinch on this though is very crazy. Like this is like game winning, right? Sack Shaman off rip. I don't know why you would do that. Into Ogi. Does Ogi live? Yeah, ZQ. It's good. So, Ogi doesn't even have Shuka. So, what was his prep against backs? This guy Terras. I mean, the Terra doesn't do anything. Florges lives 1. Yeah. Wow. So this guy just basically got 5-0'd by backs because he decided to headshot his Chiampao turn 1. Yeah, this was not the best look for Mr. Fix here. Yeah. Moving on, because I don't know what to say about this game. This guy basically just sacked his best Mon into getting 5-0 by backs. A little embarrassing, to be honest. We're just gonna keep it moving here, keep it pushing. No comment. Alrighty, Sin City versus Jersey Dragos, is that correct? These people in my league? I didn't even know they're in my division. Alrighty. Let me pull up this here, PBO. Alrighty, so Sin City. Okay, actually, I'm not even gonna lie like I know their teams. I'm just gonna look at it. What are we looking for? Darkrai. Okay. Alrighty, so we have Mr. Darkrai guy here, and then we're looking for. Yo, where's this guy's team, by the way? What is this? Hitmonchan, Double Dragon guy. Oh, I see. Perfect. Okay, we can see. My camera's in the way, but I can fix that. Goobage. Okay, perfect. Hello? Focus. Hello? McFly. Camera, focus. Focus. Okay, it's focusing. Nice. Alrighty, so. We are basically looking at Mr. 12 and 14 here, as you guys can see. Yeah, so we have Greninja, Kira, Metagross, and then versus the Darkrai Garchomp Ogerpon team. Alrighty, so I will say number 14, Mr. Darkrai Garchomp guy, he has quite an offensive spread here. So like Glimmora is really good suicide lead, plus an anti-lead to always get those hazards off, which sets up really nicely for like SD's Scale Shot Chomp, or sets up for Nasty Plot Darkrai, SD Ogerpon. You get the idea. Pretty good. He's a couple of nice pivot mons and stuff like Scizor and Slowking. And I guess Sylveon as well with the Wish Passer, and then Cyclizar as well. So
It's pretty good. He has a regenerator core too. Alright, not bad. This guy has Greninja Kyurem. Okay. So basically, what are my first thoughts? What are the analysis here, boys? Let me think. I think Greninja is pretty strong. If Greninja can get a Battle Bond proc, Gren is very strong here. My first thought would be like Cobra and Slowking to combat that, but Gunk Shot or even Sludge Wave now with the DLC from Gren is pretty good against his team. Kyurem is also very good because Kyurem is always good, which kind of makes me think he has to be max Spadef Sylveon to even like have a chance to deal with Kyurem. Metagross is also pretty good this game. Something like an Iron Defense Body Press. Kyurem looks pretty interesting. Maybe with a Cobra Berry or something, trying to deliver Darkrai hit could be cool. And Electivire is pretty good as well, because he's Terra Fly there on Electivire, as you guys can see. It looks pretty good. Yeah, not bad. I will say, Drew, number 12 there, is kind of weak to hazards. Like, his spinner ends up being Hitmonchan, but like Hitmonchan's going to take some goob damage from hazards, right? So, I'm not a big fan of that. So yeah. Alright, anyway, on the opposite side, I would say Darkrai is pretty strong against the opponent, with the exception of Muk. Muk does wall Darkrai, so I think Muk is coming. I think Garchomp does goob this guy with the exception of Whimsicott, because Whimsicott is Pranks to Encores, so it's not that easy to set up and sweep. I do think like maybe a Spadef? You could try Spadef Chomp this game, try to like check Greninja, try to wall Typhlosion and stuff, but I don't know if he'll do that. I think a Bandit Chomp is very good. Holy, I think Bandit Chomp is pretty cool, because what happens is like Dragonite's the only mon that is immune. Everything else is taking goob damage from Bandit DQ, so maybe Bandit Chomp is cool this game. Ogerpon is pretty good. Ogerpon forces a lot of switches this game, I think. He doesn't have a lot of great switch-ins to Ogerpon, so I think like SD Ogerpon is pretty good. Because with Mode Breaker he goes through Typhlosion's Flash Fire, so he's always gonna hit for good damage with Ivy Cudgel. So yeah, so I think like that's interesting. SD Ogerpon is pretty good. He really only needs fire coverage. The I think Trailblaze is okay to catch a Scarfer, but I don't think he actually needs it for coverage. He doesn't need grass coverage, so I think that's fine. And then Scissor's good. I think it has to be defensive Scizor again. Checks Kyurem, checks Metagross. Very, very, very soft check to something like Dragonite, in addition to the fact that Muk can't insta poison it. So yeah, I think we got some options. I think that this should be an interesting battle to watch. They got some strong members. Alrighty. Let's get them off rip here. Straight up into Primeape, okay, into Stealth Rock lead Primeape, okay. Terra Ghost is very cool. I would Terra Ghost maybe to dodge like a spin, but I don't think Mew gets spin right now. Agility Mew, and it's leftovers Mew too, so I don't know what that Mew's gonna be. Maybe it's Cosmic Power, Spell Power shit, maybe. Knockoff on Muk goes crazy here. Just completely one-tapping Glimmora down to half. Knockoff into another knockoff. Okay. Hitmonchan is not boot, so Hitmonchan is taking goob damage into a spike here. Should be a spin from Hitmonchan. Nice knockoff. Really nice knockoff. Into Rage Fist. So hazards are here to stay, and his whole team is going to take goob damage. He's not running any Bootmon. Okay, into Glam. Nice. Okay, so far, Crook has played this battle pretty good. Like, I like how he's played it. Skill Shot is in. Okay, so this is Skill Shot Chomp. But he doesn't have Whimsicott. So Skill Shot Chomp is going to wreck him. Wait. Bro, my analysis is like spot on today. Nice. Skill Shot again. I don't know if it's... Yeah, Skill Shot again. Yeah, dead. Easy breezy. So now E-Speedmon comes out. No, Electivire comes out. Obviously he's gonna Terra this turn, right? Wait, he doesn't even Terra. Wow. Okay, Crook is just goobing the guy with Garchomp. Respect. The OG GOAT. I love me some Garchomp. Now Dragonite is in, looking for an E-Speed turn. We see that it does hit the hazards, so he's not boots, so he's probably banded. Probably banded. I don't know if that's true, but that's my guess. And then there was Mew. Mew that is poisoned, so Mew can't even win. Wow, this game also was very, very like one-sided. This is very sad to watch, guys. Because what happened to the PBO? That's sad. Okay. Damn. Damn. That was very depressing. Okay. Wow. Very decisive game. So we either have super long games or we have like decisive games. Interesting. I think that's kind of accurate for week 1, to be honest. Alrighty. Next. Oh, I just reloaded the thing. My bad. Alrighty. Next up, we have Natty versus the season 3 champ. Season 3 champ. Alrighty. Let me get you the rundown. You guys can't even see his shit? Oh damn, it's Jover. Alrighty. Bro, I'm getting fucking goobed by OBS. Dude. Alright. We're talking about number 7 and number 3 here. I'm just trying to figure out if I can... Alright. Honestly, this didn't work so well. Power creep. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of a power creep angle for sure. Okay. Update. I'm lazy and we're running back the snippet tool because snippet tool is like super OP. Okay. Running it back. Alrighty. So, basically, this is what we got. We got Latios, Iron Treads, Cool, Chi-Yu, Quavo, Raging Bolt, Cool. That's what we got, boys. I don't know. I think when I look at this matchup, I see Chi-Yu completely like devour the enemy team. Like, there's not a lot of great Chi-Yu switch-ins. And even like Sinister kind of puts in some work, which is nice. And Weavile does too. Even though like they have Weezing, and I understand that Weezing is like a goob counter to Weavile. I think Weezing kind of wants to be Spadef to be Comfy, because Comfy can also kind of do some shenanigans, maybe? I don't know, hypothetically. Donphan's pretty good spinner. It's all in all pretty decent matchup here for Mr. Alabama. Mr. Alabama, because I am. It's pretty good. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, Latios, Iron Treads. This guy, I think this guy's goal this game should be to, like, set up hazards and then punish Donphan effectively with like Rotomo and whatnots, because the thing is, like, once hazards stay up for Mr. Natty, I feel like the Chi-Yu becomes less of an issue, which is nice. I do think the Paldea and Aqua Toros should be able to like get to cooking, right? Like, I think Intimidate plus Bulk Up lets him beat Quavo, lets him beat Weavile, lets him beat Scuff, Rachi. Right, so if he was like Bulk Up, Aqua Jet, Close Combat, is he an Iron Head? I don't know. Some coverage move. I think that could be very good as well. I think my boss diff is pretty okay here. Like Terrafarium, my boss diff is pretty good. Yeah, I think specs. I think AV. Tauros is okay here as well, but I think like it should be really easy to get a bulk up up. I don't look at it. I can't. It's hard for me to look at a game state and be like, for him not to get a turn up, right? Because then like +1 CC does a lot to Raging Bolt. Because Raging Bolt does a lot of damage here, but I think like Iron Tread soft checks it, well checks it. Spadef Wheezing also soft checks it. AV Mamoswine checks Raging Bolt. There's a lot of. I think it's easier to check the Raging Bolt this game. Well, like I would want an offensive one, I think. And there's always Poltergeist. Poltergeist is a fucking bullshit Pokemon. I hate that mon so much. It's so unfun to play against. Anyway, that's neither here or there. Matchup wise, I think I would give this to I think I'll probably give this to Alabama. I think Chi-Yu just makes this game super easy to play. Whether it's Nasty Plot Flame Charge, so you can get +1 speed and +2 special attack, whether it's sub Nasty Plot, whether it's just like Life Orb or Specs or Scarf. Like I think there's so many possible sets for Chi-Yu. I think it just makes the game too easy to play. I would give this for sure to Alabama. I do think Latios offensively could have a lot of power though. Even though he does have like Jirachi plus double steal, I think maybe some cute Earthquake text with Expert Belt or something maybe would be good. So I would have to look at it, but maybe it's okay. Okay, get that shit out of here. Alrighty. Is this the final game? It is. Okay, nice. We've only been streaming for an hour, guys. Hour and 20 minutes. We're completely smurfing. Okay, whatever. Sound, mute that bitch. Dark mode, yes sir. Alrighty, so off rip we see Chi-Yu. Yeah, I mean I think the 6 from Alabama is pretty good. It's pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable, if I do say so myself. I think Natty's +6 is +6. I think Natty's 6 that he brought is also okay. I don't know what Armarouge is gonna do this game. I feel like Armarouge, maybe if it's like some stored power cheeky shit, it can get the cook in. But I feel like Aqua Jet's gonna revenge kill it, so I don't know. Yeah. I do think my bulk up Tauros idea though does go pretty hard against this guy's team, so fuck around and find out. SD. Interesting. In the Encore, damn. Wait, this turn is kind of crazy. So this is the lead. This guy just off rip SD's complete psychopath behavior. He doesn't spikes, he doesn't taunt, he just goes straight up for SD in front of this thing's face. But like, what? Well, I guess it's in front of Donphan's face. But what I don't understand is, why did he do that instead of just leading with a spike or like clicking a grass move into Donphan? I think the SD turn is very greedy. Encore is fine here. Seismic Toss, Big Chip. It is leftovers on treads. Okay, that's like super important information. It's not like a berry or something. Weak armor. Is it? No, it's boots. Okay, so it's boots, Donphan into EQ, into levitate. So it's not neutralizing gas. So the Chi-Yu ability will always hit it hard. Okay, good to know. Into Wisp, into Spin, into Ogiepon. Get Rock Spit for the Ogiepon, and then we go back into the Archie. Okay, is this offensive Archie? What is it? It's leftovers Archie. Okay, so it's probably some variant of defensive Archie. I don't know what that means. Nice double, but the double doesn't do anything. Wait, was this Boots Tread? Boots Armarouge. It is. Okay, okay. So it's Boots Armarouge, not Sash. Well, obviously the Sash would have been broken either way. So he gets the Treads into versus the Chi-Yu, into Paldea Aqua. Goes for Flamethrower, 40%. Yeah, this guy's not Spadef at all, I think. Terra Fairy's pretty cool. And the Calm Mind. Okay, so we have a little Calm Mind war situation. But just so you guys do remember, Heat Proof on Sinister is available. So I assume that's what he's running. Does he get the kill? Here he does. Okay, so Amuj dies. But he does exhaust the Terra out of Sinister, so Weezing can come in and get to cooking. Defog, get the rocks away. So this part, is it not spin treads then? So what is treads is the question. So good Will-O-Wisp turn, predicting the wish, I guess, or predicting U-turn or something, like just knowing he wouldn't go for that is pretty interesting. Sidekick is cool, Spadef drop is annoying. Into Tredulous. Okay, this is all fine. I mean, this just looks like Natty has a very limited set of Pokemons, so he's kind of just, so Alabama's just kind of firing off relatively decently sized hits. Ivy Cudgel does like nothing. Spin, turn, very nice. And you can see how desperate Alabama really wants to keep these hazards off the field, right? Because Chi-Yu, we don't know if it's boots, right? But like, I assume it's not the way he's playing. Like, he just wants to really get these hazards off because Chi-Yu is the ticket to winning, right? Okay, obviously it's Scuff Chi-Yu if he's bringing it in like this, right? Because the 2 flamethrowers should take out Tolos, so this is the turn where I SD. I mean, sorry, I bulk up on turn 26. This is where I bulk up and try to go for game. Because I just do not want to deal with the shenanigans. But he doubles into Ogerpon, so this really shows you like the this shows you that this is just not bulk up, which is something to think about. Alright, heal up into Rocky Helmet. Rocky Helmet Quavo. This is actually really interesting. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. I kind of like the idea of Rindo Quavo, so I can like see the Ogerpon on the crackback. Aqua Jet doing goob damage. Yeah, Chi-Yu's actually just fisting this guy's team. And the Volbeat caught the Terra Blast turn. Alabama's playing this game pretty well. Seismic Toss, big damage. Should be a fire move, right? Flamethrower? No Flamethrower on Weezing. I think fire coverage on Weezing here, this game was pretty good, but I guess he didn't want it. Sidekick, Spadef drop. The Serene Grace is really working overtime. Getting all these Spadef drops. Pain Split, that was a joke. But my lighting is pretty bad today. I probably should turn on the other lights, but anyway, we're plugging along here. Again, a lot of this is just wish passing, calm minding, like it's kind of just a boring game, which is fine. I think this is exactly how Alabama kind of wants to play. I think it's totally fine. This is a really good Volbeat switch, super, like for the Encore, this is really good. I mean, he's playing out of his mind, to be honest, like he's playing pretty good. The Ogerpon, then we go back on to Rachi. I don't love the Donphan. If you're going to play for KDA, or play for like differential, I would have just went Jirachi because the item's really knocked off, but... An Honest Man does not do that. He goes into Chi-Yu, picks up a kill. Because, like, to be honest, he could just do this the whole game. He just starts stacking Volbeat and Jirachi and Sinister. He just stack over his mons and then just Chi-Yu gets the kill after. Volbeat's in the Schmicks. Volbeat should now Seismic Toss. But why is Volbeat kind of walling his fucking team? It's kind of disgusting. To be honest, this Poltergeist still looks really scary with all these weak armor procs. Cause like he doesn't have a good ghost resist anymore. I actually didn't know Volbeat got roost. Never mind then. If he gets roost, then we're balling. I was gonna say that would be very problematic. I mean, if he gets a couple Spadef drops as well, crits for death drop. Yeah, there you go. This can get problematic quickly. Into the Quavo sack. Into Volbeat. I mean, to be honest, he can still lose the Poltergeist. Like, he played this game pretty well, but somehow he can, like, almost lose. It's really crazy to me. Looking like me when I play against Poltergeist on the ladder. And this goes for the Roost turn. On the Horn Leech, so now this should just be a Encore into sack. into Chiyu, and then Chiyu should be able to smoke up the kills, baby. Should be pretty good. Oh, he just U-turns. Makes sense as well. Makes sense as well, you know? Just gonna put on there. Chiyu claims the final kill. But even this game ends up being a 55 turn game. Like, it's kind of a lot. Either way though, like, for the majority of the game, I think Alabama played pretty well. I think he didn't expect no show smash. With no show smashes up, I don't think he was expecting Poltergeist to put in that much work, but turns out it does not need show smashes to almost win the game, I guess. So, and with that, we do conclude week 1 of the 5th season of the PBO. Nice success, boys. Yeah. Should I do this again? Let me know. Seems like a lot of content. We could watch my game. Yeah. I don't really want to watch my game though. I feel like I've looked at that guy's team too much. I played the games out. I did all the things. Like, I'm good now. But other than that, yeah. So with that, I guess I'll see you guys maybe in the next stream. I don't know if I'll stream. I don't know. But this is my first YouTube stream, so hopefully YouTube does well. The YouTube stream does well. And yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys maybe next week for a recap. Maybe not. We'll see. But yep, thanks for coming up, boys. And yeah, see you guys later. See you. Bye.